My fiancé excitedly announced, "I've signed us up for a reality show called Caught in the Act. A film crew will be following you for a whole week, starting tomorrow." I had never cheated, so I replied, "Sounds like it'll be a pretty dull watch then." What she didn't know was that I then contacted the show, offered her phone records for investigation instead, and they uncovered her affair. The cameras surprised her with her secret lover, not me. I, a 35-year-old man, was in the middle of making breakfast when my fiancé strolled in, phone in hand, beaming as if she'd hit the jackpot. "Guess what I did?" she chirped. 3 years together, 8 months engaged, and our wedding just 4 months away. I should have recognized that smile as a harbinger of trouble. "You know that show Exposed, the one that catches cheaters?" she asked. My stomach lurched. "Yeah, I signed us up." "Well, I signed you up. The camera crew begins following you tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. for an entire week. They're going to document everything." I slowly put down the spatula. "Why on earth would you do that?" "Because you're always working late, always glued to your phone, always dealing with emergencies," she retorted. "I need to know the truth." I explained, "The truth is, I'm a project manager at a software company. Late nights are part of the job. You've known this since we met." "Well, now I'll have proof you're not cheating, or proof that you are," she said, practically bouncing with self-satisfaction. "Either way, I'll know. The crew starts at 6 a.m. tomorrow. They'll follow you everywhere for 7 days. Then we film the big reveal episode where I get to see all the footage." I stared at her, dumbfounded. "You're serious?" "Dead serious. I've already signed the contracts. They're locked in." A thought clicked in my mind. People who accuse you of cheating out of the blue. "Should be boring then," I repeated. "I don't cheat." "We'll see," she giggled, then left for her Saturday morning yoga class. I stood there for a couple of minutes, then Googled the production company. I called the number and reached a receptionist. "Hi, my fiancé just signed me up for your show, Exposed. I'm supposed to be followed starting tomorrow." "Oh yes," the receptionist confirmed. "We have your case file." She submitted evidence of suspicious behavior, very concerned about infidelity. I asked, "Here's my question. If she can sign me up to be investigated without my knowledge, can I sign her up the same way?" "Pause," the receptionist said. "That's an unusual request." I continued, "I'll volunteer everything, my phone, my computer, my work schedule, my emails. Complete transparency, but I want the same for her. Fair's fair, right?" She put me through to a producer named Rick. "This is Rick. You want us to investigate your fiancé instead?" "In addition to," I clarified. "She wants to catch me cheating. I've never cheated, but she's been acting weird for months. Defensive about her phone, a new gym routine, yoga classes at odd hours. I think she's projecting." "Projecting?" Rick questioned. "Accusing me of what she's actually doing." Silence. "If we found evidence of her cheating," Rick then asked, "would you consent to us filming the confrontation?" "Absolutely. Even if it airs on TV. She signed me up for TV. She gets what she signed up for." More silence. "We'll need her phone access." I explained, "She keeps her passcode in our shared notes app, and there's a cloud backup too. I'll send everything, but I want this to be a surprise, just like she surprised me." "This is highly irregular," Rick stated. "So is ambushing your fiancé with a camera crew," I countered. "Check her phone. If I'm wrong, I look paranoid and stupid. If I'm right, you get better TV than following me to boring meetings all week." Rick chuckled. "Send me the information. If we find something, we'll pivot the whole show." I sent him everything. Her phone passcode, iCloud login, car's GPS history, all of it. Then I texted her, "Hey babe, just FYI, I'm totally fine with the show." Nothing to hide. "This will be fun." Her response, "See, that's what I wanted to hear. Love you." Sure you do, I thought. That night, her phone buzzed while she was in the shower. A text preview on the lock screen from Danny Jim. "Thursday night still good? My place at 10 Sackwork. Thursday night, my actual late work night when I'm genuinely at the office until 9 p.m. I took a photo of the text preview and sent it to Rick. His response, "Oh, this is going to be good. Update 1. The crew showed up at my place at 6 a.m. Sunday. 3 people, a camera operator, a sound guy, and Rick the producer. My fiancé was jittery, making them coffee and chatting about the show. I'm so excited to finally know the truth," she declared. Rick smiled at her. Truth is definitely coming. Before we start, updated consent forms, legal requirement. She signed without reading. I read every word, noting the extensive language about any party involved, evidence discovered during filming, and the right to air all footage obtained. The crew followed me around all day Sunday, filming me doing laundry, grocery shopping, watching football, absolutely riveting television. Monday, they followed me to work, sat in on my meetings, filmed me eating a sad desk salad for lunch, and watched me stay until 7 p.m. for a deadline. My fiancée texted around 5 p.m. Anything interesting happening? Me, just work. Told you it'd be boring. Tuesday, more of the same. The crew was clearly getting bored. Rick pulled me aside during my lunch break. We went through her phone. My heart rate spiked. A guy named Danny, a personal trainer at her gym. They've been together for 7 months, meeting at his apartment every Thursday night and Sunday mornings during her yoga classes. 7 months, over half our engagement. The texts are explicit, and there's a lot of discussion about your income, your job, your family's money. What kind of discussion? Rick showed me his phone, screenshots of her texts to Danny. He makes $140,000, and his parents are loaded. Once we're married, I can divorce him in a year and get my share. Why wait, Danny? Because the wedding's already paid for, and his family will give us money as gifts. I'm thinking at least $50,000 in wedding gifts, plus his 401k has like $200,000 in it. I felt sick. There's more, Rick said, a lot more. We want to confront her Thursday night at Danny's apartment. You up for it? What's the plan? We tell her we're filming B-roll of you working late. She thinks you're at the office. We set up at Danny's place. When she arrives, we're waiting. She'll lose it. Yes, she will. That's kind of the point. Wednesday, the crew followed me through another boring workday. My fiancé texted, "They're finding nothing, aren't they?" Lol. Me, "I told you I'm boring." Her, "Well, the week's not over yet." Thursday came. I went to work like normal. The crew stayed behind to get establishing shots of our apartment. Around 9 p.m., Rick texted, "We're set up at Danny's. She's on her way." You coming? Me, "Wouldn't miss it." I drove to the address, an apartment complex on the north side. Danny's place was on the second floor. The crew was set up in the stairwell with cameras. Rick had one camera operator actually inside Danny's apartment with him. Danny had no idea what was coming. "How'd you get him to cooperate?" I asked. Told him we're filming a fitness segment. He thinks he's going to be on TV showing off his training techniques. At 9:47 p.m., her car pulled into the lot. Rick handed me an earpiece. "You'll be able to hear everything. When I give you the signal, come up." I watched from my car. She walked up the stairs, knocked on Danny's door. Through the earpiece, I heard, "Hey, babe." Her, "Hey, come in." Then chaos. Rick and the exterior camera crew came around the corner. "We're here from Exposed." You two know each other pretty well, don't you? My fiancé's voice went shrill. "What the? What is this?" Rick responded, "This is the show you signed up for. The one that catches cheaters. Congratulations, you're the cheater. This is... You can't... I didn't consent to this. Actually, you did. Read your contract. Any evidence of infidelity discovered during the investigation may be used for the episode." "You signed it." Rick texted me. "Now." I got out of my car and walked up the stairs. The exterior camera swung to me. My fiancé saw me and went white. "What are you doing here?" "Surprise. I called the show after you signed me up. Told them to check your phone instead. Guess what they found?" Danny stepped forward. "Bro, I swear I didn't know you two were..." "Shut up, Danny." Rick pulled out a tablet. "We have 7 months of messages, 312 texts between you two, 43 meetings at this location, and this is my personal favorite." He turned the tablet to show her texts about my income, about divorcing me, about the wedding gifts. My fiancé started crying. "This isn't fair. You tricked me." "No, you tried to trick me. I just had the receipts. We can work through this. We're done. You have until Sunday to get your stuff out of my apartment." "You can't kick me out. It's my apartment. It's my apartment, my lease." "You're not on it." "Yes, I can." She turned to Danny. Tell him we're in love." Danny looked like he wanted to dissolve into the floor. I mean, Danny, look, I didn't know you were still getting married. You said you were leaving him." "I am leaving him." "For you." Danny backed into his apartment. Yeah, I don't think this is going to work out. He closed the door and locked it. My fiancé pounded on it. Danny, Daniel, open this door! Rick was eating this up, both cameras rolling. She turned on me. This is your fault. You're never home. You don't pay it. I drove you to plan a wedding while texting another guy about divorcing me for money. That's impressive driving. I love you. You love my salary. There's a difference. I walked away, got in my car, and drove home. Rick called 10 minutes later. That was amazing television. The episode airs in 2 weeks. You're going to be very popular. Great. I'm also going to be single. Better than being married to that. Fair point. Update 2. Sunday morning. I changed the locks. Called a locksmith at 7 a.m., had new keys by 9. My fiancée showed up at 11 with her mom and sister. I had my brother there as backup. She tried her key. Didn't work. Pounded on the door. Open this door! I opened it, keeping the chain on. You have 3 hours to pack your stuff. That's it. Her mom pushed forward. You can't do this! She lives here. She's not on the lease. This is my apartment. I'm allowing her to collect her belongings. That's all the law requires. She has rights. Not to my apartment, she doesn't. 3 hours, I let them in. My brother stood by the door with his phone out, recording everything. My fiancé's sister immediately started, You're such an... She made one mistake, I interrupted. 7 months and 312 texts isn't one mistake. It's a lifestyle choice. My fiancé was crying, packing. Where am I supposed to go? Danny's place seems available. He won't answer my calls. Shocking. Her mom tried a different approach. Soft voice tears. She's my baby. She's scared. Can't you find it in your heart to forgive her? No. She loves you. I pulled out my phone, showed her the screenshots of the texts about my money, about the divorce plan, about the wedding gifts. Her mom went quiet. Still think she loves me? More packing. Her sister kept trying to start arguments. I ignored her. At hour 2, my fiancé tried a different angle. She came over while her mom and sister were loading boxes. I'm sorry. Really, truly sorry. I was stupid and scared, and I made terrible choices. Can we please talk alone? No. You're not even going to try? You weren't trying when you were sleeping with Danny. You weren't trying when you were planning to divorce me. You were trying to trap me in a marriage for financial gain. That's not a mistake. That's fraud. It wasn't fraud. I did love you. I got confused about Danny and my money. Don't forget my money. That featured heavily in your texts. That's not... I never meant... My brother called from the door. Time's up. Finish loading. They took the last boxes. My fiancé stood in the doorway. You'll regret this when you're alone and you realize what you threw away. I'm not the one who threw this away. You are. Goodbye. I closed the door and locked it. My brother and I fist bumped. That was intense, he said. That was necessary. The next week was chaos. She started texting from different numbers. I blocked them all. Her mom called my parents. That went poorly for her. My mom is fiercely protective of her kids. According to my dad, the conversation went. Her mom. Your son is being cruel and heartless. My mom. Your daughter cheated on him for 7 months and planned to marry him for his money. Her mom. That's not... She was going to therapy. She was working on herself. My mom. She was working on someone named Danny at his apartment every Thursday. Her mom. You people are all horrible. My mom. Your daughter is a gold digger and a liar. Have a blessed day. I love my mom. Wednesday, my fiancé showed up at my office. Building security called me. There's a woman in the lobby claiming to be your fiancé. She's demanding to see you. We're not engaged anymore. Please escort her out. She's refusing to leave. I came down. She was crying in the lobby, making a scene. Please, just 5 minutes. Let me explain. There's nothing to explain. You cheated. You planned to use me. It's over. The show airs tomorrow. Please, please call them and stop it. I'll do anything. You signed the consent forms. I can't stop it. You did this. You could have just broken up with me quietly. You didn't have to make it public. You made it public when you signed us up for a reality show. You just thought you'd be the hero of the story. Surprise. Security escorted her out. My boss called me upstairs. What was that about? I explained everything, showed him the texts, the timeline. He leaned back. Damn, good thing you found out before the wedding. Yeah, take the rest of the day. Get your head straight. Episode airs tomorrow, right? Yeah. Probably going to be a lot of attention. You okay with that? Have to be. Thursday night, the episode aired. I watched with my parents and brother. It was brutal. They showed everything. The boring footage of me working, her texts to Danny about my money, the Thursday night confrontation, Danny shutting the door in her face, her pounding on his door. The best part, they found more texts. Ones Rick hadn't even shown me. Her to her best friend. I'm going to milk this marriage for everything. His family has money and he's too stupid to make me sign a prenup. Easy target. Her to Danny. 2 more months until the wedding. Then I just have to wait a year. California law means I get half of everything earned during the marriage. His promotion means a $160,000 salary. Half of that for a year is $80,000 in my pocket, plus the 401k split. I'm looking at a $150,000 minimum. My dad muted the TV. She really said all that? Apparently, my mom was crying. Oh, honey, you could have. I know, but I didn't, and now I'm free. The episode went viral. Over 1 million views online in 3 days. Comments were savage. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. She really thought she was slick. Danny closing the door is the funniest thing I've ever seen. My phone was exploding. Friends, old co-workers, people I hadn't talked to in years, everyone had seen it. My fiancée tried calling from another new number. I answered this time. What? My life is ruined. Everyone knows. I can't go anywhere without people recognizing me. I lost my job. You lost your job? They said having public moral scandals reflects poorly on the company. This is your fault. No, this is your fault. You cheated. You planned to use me. You signed up for a TV show. So these are consequences of your actions. I hope you're happy. I'm getting there. I hung up and blocked that number too. Update 3. Final. The episode aired 6 weeks ago. Life has been different. My ex completely imploded. According to mutual friends who are now just my friends, she's moved back home with her parents, can't find work because she's the first result when you Google her name. The clip of Danny closing the door on her has 3 million views on TikTok. She tried to sue the show. Her lawyer told her she had 0 case since she signed extensive consent forms. She tried to sue me for orchestrating her public humiliation. That got dismissed in 10 minutes. The judge literally said, "You can't sue someone for the consequences of your own freely chosen actions." Her mom sent a cease. The wedding venue kept our $3,000 deposit. My ex demanded I pay her half since she contributed to wedding planning. I laughed and showed my lawyer the texts about her planning to divorce me for money. He sent her a letter suggesting she stop contacting me unless she wanted those texts filed in court as evidence of fraud. Radio silent since then. Her sister sent me a Facebook message last week. I hope you know you ruined her life over one mistake. She's depressed, barely leaving her room, can't find work. This is on you. I replied, she was going to marry me fraudulently, divorce me, and take my money. She didn't make one mistake. She made hundreds of calculated decisions over 7 months. What happened to her is what happens when you treat people like ATMs. Block me or I'll block you, she blocked me. Honestly, some days I feel bad. She's a human being who's suffering. But then I remember the texts, the planning, the casual way she discussed using me, and I stopped feeling bad. She wanted to catch me cheating so badly that she volunteered us for reality TV. It never occurred to her to check herself first. That's not just irony. That's karma. My brother still jokes about Danny closing the door. That's going in the history books as the greatest reality TV moment ever. The show sends me residual checks, $143 so far. I donate them to a men's mental health charity. Feels right. I ran into her best friend at a coffee shop 2 weeks ago. She glared at me. You know, she tried to kill herself, right? My stomach dropped. What? Called me crying. Said she couldn't take it anymore. I had to talk her down. Is she okay? No thanks to you. I didn't cheat on her. I didn't plan to use her. I didn't sign us up for TV. She did all of that. You didn't have to air it. She signed the forms. She wanted reality TV. She got it. I'm sorry she's struggling, but that's not on me. She left. I sat there shaking. Called my therapist from the parking lot. Did I go too far? Did you force her to cheat? No. Did you force her to plan to marry you fraudulently? No. Did you force her to sign up for a reality show? No. Then you didn't go too far. She made choices. Choices have consequences. Her mental health struggles are real and valid, but they're not your responsibility, especially not when she was planning to exploit you. That helped. But I still felt sick for a few days. The thing is, I did love her. Before all this, I was excited to marry her, build a life. The betrayal hurts. The public nature of it all hurts. But what hurts most is knowing I was just a mark to her, a paycheck, an easy target. I'm doing okay now. Better than okay. New job responsibilities, new relationship starting. The apartment feels like mine again. I replaced all the furniture she picked out, donated her stuff that got left behind, repainted. It's a fresh start. My dad asked if I regret how public it all became. Honest answer, sometimes. Late at night, I wonder if I should have just broken up quietly. But then I remember she was going to marry me under false pretenses, take my money, divorce me, leave me financially damaged and emotionally destroyed. The TV show didn't ruin her life. Her choices did. I just made sure those choices had consequences. And yeah, maybe I could have been more private about it. But she tried to make me look like a cheater on national TV. She just didn't count on the cameras turning on her instead. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. She played, she won. End of story. As for me, I'm good. Actually good. Not perfect, not healed completely, but genuinely okay. And honestly, that's better than being married to someone who saw me as an investment portfolio instead of a partner. The show's producer, Rick, sent me a fruit basket last month with a card. Thanks for the Emmy nomination. No, seriously. They got nominated for my misery. Hollywood's weird. But hey, at least some good came out of it.